Hey there, YouTubers. This is my Coleman 12-volt cooler. See, there's a 12-volt. I got it at the thrift store really cheap. This element still gets cool like it's supposed to, but this is the fan motor, and it's not working anymore. It won't turn. So I found a replacement fan motor online, and I'm going to order it and then see if I can get my neighbor to solder the new one on for me. So this is the will I make it work again portion of the video. I have to come back in a few days and see if it actually works. Hey there, YouTubers. This is my Coleman 40 quart 12 volt cooler. I bought this from a thrift store about 4 years ago, and it has worked great, and now it doesn't work. This is the model 5640. And I got it at the thrift store for $15, and they're like $100 new. I'll show you what you got. These are the two fans. One goes inside, one goes outside. This is the motor. The motor stopped working. It took a lot of looking, but I found a replacement, actually from Amazon, but not a prime thing, one of their side contractors, and it was relatively cheap, but it was hard to find the right motor. The motor itself is kind of common, but the length of the posts on each end really matter for this fan. Now this is a cooler and also a heater. So the cord, the 12 volt cord, if you go blue to blue, it'll cool. If you go red to red, it'll warm. And I guess they, Coleman states it'll keep it 40 degrees cooler than the outside. When I use this, I put a lot of ice packs in it, and I put a lot of frozen meat and stuff like that in it for a longer trip. And I've gotten this to keep stuff in great shape and usable for over 2 weeks when I use this cooler. So what I'm going to do now, this is my Duracell battery pack, and I'm going to plug it in. And you can see the light is on. When I already did my troubleshooting, this is called a Peltier or Peltier. I'm not sure the exact pronunciation. But what this does, the outside of it gets warm. I will leave this plugged in for a little bit. I already can feel it getting warm, so I know that this unit is fine. There's no problem with that. So it's the motor. Now I'm going to try to fix it. I also have I got with it a converter that you can plug it into your regular home outlet. Still have that and it works great, but I'm just using a Duracell battery pack. But I've unplugged it so that I don't zap myself. All right, here's the new motor. I got it from a company called Corona Visions. Now when I looked online, it looked like I was going to have to solder this, but I don't. I'll just have to bend these posts back a little bit, and then down here is where it plugs in. Let me get some of my small little screwdrivers. And this cost, the item was $4.99 and the shipping was $4.49, so this cost me $9.48. See if I can make it work. Okay, so here's a little screwdriver. I'll loosen the gray. Pull the gray out. I'll loosen the black. Alright, the motor's out. Pretty simple. Now the new motor. We'll put the gray in. Pretty simple. Now the black goes in. Alright, that's tight. Alright, that's it. Let's see. I'm going to plug it in now. There we go. You can hear the motor running. Awesome. Now we'll put the rest of it back together. So if you see the old motor, these tabs where they connect were bent down, so I'm going to bend down the new motor carefully and slowly. Alright, that was on like that. Because what's important is this has to be long enough to go through and then have the fan blade snug onto it. And then this bracket holds everybody in place. There we go. Tighten this down. There's some of this putty kind of stick stuff. If there's enough of it left to hold it, the wires in place. Now this fan went here. That's on. Hope there's decent light. Lining this up is not easy. There we go. Alright. It's on. I want to try to leave a little gap. Alright, we're going to plug it back in. Awesome. Unplug it. See if maybe I got that too far to get the rattle down. Here we go. Awesome sauce. So there's that. There's that one going. You can see here that it's plugged in to there. Cord's coming up. It's going there. And I have fixed my 12-volt cooler. Let's put the rest of it back together. Alright, this is a little protective cover that goes on here. I'm going to lay it down on its side and then do it that way. This is the case that goes around it. That goes there. And then this cover goes there. You can hear the fan. Seems a little louder than before. Now we're gonna flip this over. That's not too bad. Maybe it's just louder because the motor's stronger than the old one was and I got used to it not making any noise. Oh, I want to add, this is the Peltier or whatever you want to cool it. When you're cooling this, the back side on the outside of the cooler, that part of the element will get warm. This side gets cool. And I can already feel it's a little cool. Now again, this isn't a freezer or a refrigerator or anything like that. It's a cooler. So they claim it gets 40 degrees cooler than the outside. So I've read some reviews criticizing this and it's like, well, duh, you have to add ice or freezer packs. It's not a refrigerator. But I've got it to work for 2 weeks, keeping stuff frozen, and another 2 weeks as a refrigerator. So I think it's great. There we go. You can feel it. It is fixed. My friends, it is fixed. So there we go. There is a pretty simple fix. $9.48 gets this $100 cooler working again. And I will be very glad to be using this in my RV. So I guess now I got 25 bucks after 4 years into this cooler. But if you're looking to fix this, it was really simple. When I looked online at the pieces parts, it sure looked like I was going to have to solder this. But as you saw, it came already attached. So I didn't even have to solder. I mean, a flat screwdriver and a Phillips was all I needed to make these repairs. Hope this was helpful. These coolers are really great. I love this, and I'm so glad I was able to fix it, and hopefully this will help you out if you have the same problem. Have a great and wonderful day.